Happy date night Friday. It's finally the weekend and my boyfriend takes me on a date night every Friday. What better way to spend my Friday than to do a full get ready with me with you girls, in-depth skincare, makeup, hair care, everything. I had this on for about 20 minutes. What? I love these keratin calming masks. I got this last time I was in Korea and honestly they're so good. I feel like they really give my skin that prep before makeup. I have been dying to sit down and do my full makeup routine with you guys because sometimes these videos are a little too chatty for Instagram. I'm going in with this Merit Glass Skin Glow Serum to start. I am just so excited to get ready. I feel like the getting ready is so much more enjoyable than actually going out. Probably because I grew up seeing a lot of tutorials on Instagram, but I just have like the most fun sitting down and being a girl. Like being a man must be so boring sometimes. I think a lot of people apply their foundation and concealer too quickly after applying primer, and that is why your foundation slides off your face. You need to let everything settle in before you continue with the next step. I'm also loving this Groupie Serum from Maybelline. It's kind of like, think of, you guys remember that Milk Hydro Primer that basically sticks everything to your skin? It gives the same effect, but it's more like a liquid. I didn't even know that this was a thing, and I saw some girl on TikTok try it, and it honestly grips my makeup so well. We could do some of my favorite Road Glazing Milk just because I love how pretty this is. I love putting it on my chest. I've never been a stick foundation girl, but I have been loving for months this Christian Dior stick foundation. I'm the shade 2.5N, and obviously a classic 525 by Giorgio Armani. This is the Luminous Silk. I love this foundation. So let me show you how I create this concoction. First, I put the stick foundation around my nose, like a little bit on my forehead. For the sides of my cheek, I'm gonna use the liquid foundation. Just gonna do a slight. I guess we're doing full beat today. And now I'm just gonna start blending both of these together. And you're gonna see how pretty these combine. I just got an email that Rode is delivering a package today. And I'm like gagged because I think it's their new face masks and lip plumpers, and I'm dying to try them. Also, I get so many questions about brushes. I'm using BK Beauty 116. This brush is so nice because it's dense, but it also soaks in some of the product, so it doesn't cake you up too much. Some of my forehead. Fully pressing all of that product in with a beauty blender just to make sure nothing is streaky. I love beauty blenders, but I just prefer brushes, but these are good to soak up any extra product if you feel like maybe you applied too much. I need to show you guys my favorite contour product that I cannot put down. This is the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Truffle. I love truffle. I'm so hungry, I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna order for dinner. I love putting it in my cheekbones, but going up. You never wanna do your contour down here because then it's gonna bring your face down. You want it to be lifted. Some in my forehead, on my nose, and some in my chin. Please remember to blend the chin one out because I cannot tell you guys the amount of times that I have left my house with chin contour still on. I'm gonna take this Patrick Ta brush. This is the Face 3. And I'm gonna take the thicker part of the brush and I'm just gonna start blending that going upwards. Sometimes my accent really slips in these videos and I get self-conscious and sometimes I don't post them, but you know what? You're gonna have to roll with it because English is my second language and yeah. Okay, under the chin. Big ass forehead, so gotta really contour that shit. On the nose, I love blending it with the big brush because since we're gonna conceal after, it doesn't really matter. You can do it kind of messily. I hope that's a word. I'm gonna add some of this Say Medium Bronze Sun Melt. The bronzier I am, the prettier my pictures come out. For blush, I'm gonna do this Merit Archival Blush Balm. It's so pretty. This one's really natural, so I'm sure I'm gonna put a little bit of another blush on top, but I just want this one for the base. Okay, that did nothing. I don't know if maybe it's because I'm a little more tan, but it genuinely did nothing to my complexion. So this Mario Perfect Pink looks so pretty and I haven't used it in such a long time, but I really remember liking this formula and I'm gonna put that right on top of the contour. Our goal here is to blend everything together, so you want to make sure that you are taking your time blending. I feel like people sometimes just put the product on and they expect it to look flawless. Like, you need to take your time and actually blend these things together, because if not, you're just gonna look like the makeup is sitting on top of your skin rather than actually being sunken into your skin. It needs time to like process and adapt to your skin. That's also why the skin prep is so important. It needs to be prepped, guys. Like, you cannot walk out there with flaky ass skin and expect your makeup to sit beautifully for 12 hours. It's just not realistic. Natasha Denona concealer. This is really good and high coverage. I'm gonna put it under the eyes, a little bit on the chin, down the nose, a little on the forehead. I love this applicator as well. It's so big. I feel like it covers half of my face with one swipe. I'm gonna set with Huda Beauty Peach Pie. This is their classic powder, but this one has kind of like an orange undertone, which I really enjoy because I think it kind of color corrects the darkness under my eyes a little bit. Guys, I get enough sleep. I don't understand why my under eyes be so dark. I don't even have like hereditary under eyes because my mom, my grandma, my other grandma, my dad, none of them have dark eye bags. So I don't know where that's coming from. It's probably like my PCOS. I don't know. I feel like I blame everything on my PCOS, but I'm gonna take the beauty blender and I'm gonna start blending. I actually love blending my under eye with brushes too, but I don't know what today just made me want to blend with the sponge. It's maybe because I haven't used it in a long time. You want to make sure that when you are setting with powder, you have no creases. If not, the powder is going to go into those creases and then people complain that they have little lines under the eye. Well, yeah, you have to make sure that you have no creases when you are setting with powder, because imagine powder as cement. It basically sets everything in stone, so you want to make sure that it's crease free. So I'm just going to look up, I'm going to blend. And then I'm gonna take one of these little sponges with powder. And now we are so smooth under. I don't know if people think that these tutorials are so 2016, but to me they are so calming because I feel like the way that I learned how to do makeup was sitting down and watching people actually teach you how to do it. And it actually impresses. I know we live in a society where like we talk a lot about makeup and like the beauty community is huge, but there's actually a lot of people out there who still don't know how to do their day-to-day makeup. So that is, I guess, my goal with these videos, to like encourage you guys to do your own thing and to sit down, watch a video that you don't get bored with and actually learn. It's just such a great skill to have in life. We are all set. We're gonna do powders. So basically everything that we did in cream, we're gonna do in powder. So bronzer and blush. For bronzer, I'm gonna take this Juvia's Place. This is the medium bronzer palette. And I'm gonna take the same Patrick Ta brush. And we're gonna kind of do the same thing. The same place that we put our contour, just kind of going up. Same thing on the other side. I love this brush because I feel like it also covers a lot of area on my face. My favorite blushes of all time is this Hourglass Sublime Flush. I'd say it's kind of like a setting powder and a blush at the same time, and I'm taking this Hourglass 15 brush and I'm just gonna put this right on top and slightly in my under eye. The pink color in this is perfect. It's kind of like a cool toned pink, so it's not so like childish. I feel like it's more mature. Not that pink is childish, but you know what I mean. Like, it just doesn't look very like I'm 10 and I want to play with my dolls and I love Barbie pink. It just gives like I'm flushing from within, you know what I mean? Take some of that Huda powder that we used to set, and I'm gonna set a bit under where I put my contour and blush. I should do some eyeshadow, and I get so many questions on this. I'm finally gonna show you guys like step by step how I do everything. It's 3 steps. It's so easy. I feel like people overcomplicate eyeshadow for no reason. I love this Makeup by Mario Master Matte's Longwear Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Chestnut. So it just kind of looks like this. You take it out, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put it on your lid. Then you're gonna take a fluffy brush. This is from the L'Oreal X Morphe collection. I love these brushes. He honestly did his big one. And you're gonna literally just blend it out. And this shadow does all the work for you. It blends out like a dream. And it's just so low effort. I feel like for people who maybe struggle with powder shadows, you need to try a cream shadow like this one. Just like that, we have eyeshadow. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And these come in many shades. You can do brown, you can do gray, you can do light, you can do mauve, pink. So the world really is your oyster when it comes to those shadows, but it's so easy to pull together an eye look in like 2 seconds. This is the Master Pigment Pro Pencil in Super Black. I love the blackest eye pencil you can find. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna kind of run that through my lash line like that. And then the pencil itself has like a little brush on the other side. Also take your finger and just kind of like smudge that right there. And then if you want to be a little extra, I love these Dose of Colors multi-shimmer sticks. Favorite shade is the shade Frost. You can put some of that at the front of your eye. It's kind of like a very light shimmer, especially if you're going out. I think it's so pretty because it just gives the eye like a little twinkle without doing too much. Also take that bronze palette that we use, and this is the BK Beauty 210. You take a little bit of that bronzer shade and you put it in your under eye to kind of make the eye look a little more cohesive rather than just like all shadow on top and no shadow at the bottom. Time to curl my lashes. I love the Shiseido lash curler. I think it's actually worth the money. I know it's like $32, which is crazy for a lash curler, but honestly it's really good, and you guys are gonna see in just a second how pretty it curls my lashes. It's stunning. I've been loving this new YSL latex mascara. Go up, and then when you're at the top, kind of like go side to side to coat every single hair. And I think if you're gonna do more than one coat of mascara, you need to let it dry in between. If not, it's just gonna be a gumpy mess and you don't want that. And I am back. Don't I look so much better with lashes on? I feel like after I do my lashes, I start trusting the process, because while I'm getting started, I'm like, damn girl, you don't look so good. I'm gonna take the BK Beauty 110 and just gonna dust off all that powder that has been baking. Love this one size powder melt because it takes all your powders and kind of marries them together. To watch Patrick Starr's makeup tutorials, so to get to use this product is so cool. I'm gonna take the BK Beauty 210 once again in this Dior Backstage palette, and I want this light shade. Putting some in the front of my eye to kind of just open up the eye a little bit. A gold shade on the tip of my nose. And then one of my all-time favorite hacks as well is to bring my freckles back. I have a lot of freckles naturally on my face. Sachu, brow, and freckle stain in the shade Cafe Mocha. My nose, above my eyebrow, down here. This is also good if you ever have like any blemish or anything. You can just make it a freckle. It's time for lippies. You guys need to let me know in the comments if the fireplace is a vibe or if it's annoying you. You guys will be the judge though. Really feeling Road today. This is the shade Lean, one of my all-time favorites. Should I bring you in for this? What I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna go kiki, kiki, and then I'm also gonna block out the Cupid's bow. I overline the most in the middle. We discovered this Lawless Forget the Filler in the shade Glaze. The whole thing about Lawless Forget the Filler is that it's basically supposed to fill in every line that you have on your lip to just make it look more plump. Final round of a mist on my face. This is a Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This just makes your skin look like skin. I feel like we look so good, but for me to finally visualize this, I need to bring my hair down because there's no way. How this came out, I'm not a pro at doing my hair whatsoever, and I feel like after I cut a bob, even worse. Everybody loves the bob, and my boyfriend adores my short hair on me. Like, he wishes that I would go shorter again, but maybe it's because I had long hair my whole life that I just miss it so much. Peace. You can definitely tell that it was 5-minute hair, but I feel like the makeup just makes up for it. That is my date night glam for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was so much fun getting ready and sharing all my tips and tricks. So if you guys like videos like these, subscribe to the channel. I'm not always lecturing you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.